Yo, what's going on? We're wearing hats indoors because hair is wild and mom's spaghetti, something else. We've been flying lately. Sweeps keep happening. We're sitting at a 0.679 floor. I usually find it super weird when people bring up how many are listed, but because this is an educational video, 436 on OpenSea. Blur's probably got a hell of a lot more. But that said, again, things are looking very interesting. A lot of votes going down, a lot of strategies coming into play because we are at a point in the game where this portal gets activated, which costs, or you need 60 tiles, and then the one down here, or the fourth portal, whatever you want to build to, is 90. And so that is going to take about 16 days, which is kind of crazy when you're looking at it. This is a chart. I don't know who made this, so I apologize. If you happen to have made this or know who, please comment below. But I got sent this, and this is an absolutely brilliant chart. So if you've gotten up to unlocking that third portal and you're trying to plan out how you are going to get down to 90, you can see the 90th tile is going to cost 1.9 million energy, which is whatever, but it's going to take 26 hours. Now, the time overall from start to finish from 61 to 90 is 375 hours. 375 hours. That is absurd, but obviously you can circumvent that if you are paying ApeCoin. Now, the reason why this is particularly interesting is because for the votes. Now, I don't have a way to kind of show how this works, but I mean, we can just go to the daily leaderboard. And first place right now, with 20 hours to go, there is 300 votes already on the first place one. And you come down and you can see that a lot of these votes are going in. Now, what's interesting with this is you kind of get stuck because this is tile number 64 as I'm trying to approach 90. And I started this a little bit ago, but, this is 4 hours. On this chart, you can see that the time that it takes really starts ramping up. And when you get to these, later tiles here where it takes an entire day and almost literally 24 hours, if you're not sitting at your computer having the time to be paying attention, I think people are going to be running into problems having votes. So there is going to be a squeeze on the votes that are going to be able to be out there. Obviously, there's farms and whatnot. And of course, if you are buying votes, make sure to hit me up. I do have some contacts in that sense, but it's just something that I think the reason for the sweeps and everything else is because as people build out, if they decide to go and open those fourth portal, we have kind of a very big pull and tug and pull. Yeah, whatever it is, between people that are sending out votes versus upgrading the portal. So there is going to be a mass supply shock in a way for the people that have built out, completed the activation for that third and fourth portal, because if you're somebody who's giving votes to others, if you're doing any of that kind of stuff, you kind of get locked. So I think Yuga designed a fantastic system for this. I know that there's Legends of Mara that's still coming up. Feel free to screenshot this if you're wanting to. Just save it for your records so you have an idea. Again, the energy is not a big thing. The time is a whole different ball game here. And again, I don't know what happens when you get up to 100, but I know that 90 is the last tile. And I guess if you can get to 100, that's going to be something special. I think that the game is at an extremely passive spot for most people that are playing right now. And we're kind of doing other stuff unless you're running a whole bunch of these. So intrigued. Again, don't really have anything else to say. Excited to find out what's to come. But if you've seen the sweeps on Heavy Metal, that is because the way that the game is designed from a fundamental level is built to put pressure on having as many as you can if you are wanting to fight for some of these top legendary amps. But the somewhat confusing part with this is the fact that there has been absolutely nothing different with Season 2. If you happen to follow Spencer Tucker, who's like one of the head gaming guys for this, they said, oh, we've thought about this. There's going to be changes to come with this. It doesn't really seem like there's any difference except for every heavy that gets played gets plus 15 points per day instead of needing to get that initial vote. But otherwise, the game is exactly the same unless we have some kind of twists and turns. So do we call them a liar? Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for this video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and check out all the goodies on the channel if you have not, and I'll see you soon. Peace, peace.